Today I'm going to be reviewing this Snailax foot massager that was recently sent to me by the brand. So I'm going to open this up, show you everything you're going to get inside, and then of course test this foot massager out. This is what it's going to look like and come with. So it's just going to come with your basic instructions. They would just put right inside of this part of the foot massager. And it's almost like slipping your foot down into a shoe. And then you can see here how far up my hand is. I will give you the measurements on that. And then I'll also try it here on my feet as well. I do have larger feet. I wear size 13 shoes. So I'm going to try that in here just to see. And then I'll also give you the measurements like from side to side and all the way in, so you can measure that. But it's just essentially going to come with the instructions for that, and then also this power cord that just connects up right to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in and test it out. So I want to give you measurements on the item itself. So it is going to be about 15 inches or so long, and then the width on this is going to be right about 1 foot. Now total depth, so how deep this is going to be where your foot goes, it's going to be about 3 inches or so. Width on there is going to be about 4 inches. And then depth, so inches in. So I'm going to go all the way down to the very front. It's going to be right at about 11.5 inches or so. Again, I wear size 13, so I'm going to see how well this fits. Now, obviously, that 13 inches can be a little bit stretchable as you put your foot down into there and kind of shove down to there. So if I push in pretty hard on that tape measure, I can get to about 12 inches. But again, I'm going to see how well that fits my feet here as someone who has larger feet. And then we'll also test out some of these different options. So I've got it plugged in. You can see the power button flashing. So I'm going to go ahead and try and put my foot inside. Again, I wear size 13 shoes. And although it is a tight fit, I am able to get my foot down inside of there. There is going to be some room on the sides and on the back. Getting it to go in was a little bit difficult just because of the plastic around the edges. So you can kind of see here, as I'm pushing my foot in, it just kind of slides in. And then once it goes down, then you can see I do have some movement. So if I shove my foot all the way forward, you can see there is going to be some space behind. So even if you wear maybe size 14s, possibly even 15 shoe size, this will still work for you, but it is going to be a little bit of a tight fit. Even with 13s, you can see I kind of have to bend my foot, arch it a little bit, just to be able to get it in and out. And then of course, I'm shoving on the back. Now, some of the different options you have here, I've got knead. So you can see I can have the knead on low, medium, or high. Then I can have the air on low, medium, high, the vibration on low, medium, high, and then heat I can turn on or off. So totally up to you which of these options you want. If you want the knead to be off, you can do that. Essentially, that's going to be the spinny part on the bottom. I can feel it kneading and spinning on the bottom of my foot. So I'm going to turn that off. The air is actually going to like almost compress around your foot and then release. So think of it like an arm compressor part. That's what that air is going to do. So let me push that, turn that off. Let's put the air on high. Essentially, like think of it like when they're checking the blood pressure, like the blood pressure cuff on your arm, is essentially squeezing. It's airing it up on your foot, and then it's going to then release on that. So that's going to be the massaging. It actually is getting like really, really tight here on my foot, and then I assume it's going to then go backwards on the massage. Let's give it just a minute here. Now I do have the vibration on. You can probably hear that vibration. And actually, it's not releasing. It's just getting really, really tight. So when I push off on the air, then that's when it releases. And then I've got the vibration on here. Now, this isn't something you're going to want to stand in. I'm going to go ahead and push that off. This isn't something you're necessarily going to want to stand in. This will be something you'll want when you're sitting down, because it is going to have those little like balls on the bottom that when you have knead on. So let me turn this other things off. When you have the knead on, I don't know if you'll be able to see it down in here or not, but essentially these balls that are right here at the bottom. So right up here, they're going to be moving in a circle. Then this one here at the back is going to be also moving. So this one here is moving up and down. This one here is moving in a circle right up here. So you're probably not going to be able to see it just because of how dark it is up in there. But that's what the knead is. So either way, you're not going to want to be standing on this. This is something that you will use while you are seated, and you just kind of have your feet inside. But does definitely fit my feet. So no issues there. And I do love the fact that you got all these different options. So you have the air, the knead if you want it, or the vibration, and then also the heat you can turn on or off. So you know you can have it that's off, that's going to be on, and that's going to be cool as well. So definitely a really great option from Snailax.